556. I think this is the one. Oh wait, no, there's a full raid receipt. Oh, there's another report here. Hold on. Let me see.
Yo, what's happening here?
Oh, you're added to this one as well. 25258.
What are the numbers?
25258.
Oh my
Is
god,
the,
bro.
raid receipt.
Okay, can someone add that to the docket as part of it, as a pre-trial motion on it? Just so that the evidential part is there again? Same as yesterday. Thank you.
Can you please add me to the report, Eric? 10:45.
10:45. Oh, you should both have access now.
No, bro.
It's added, Your Honor.
Perfect, thank you so much. Any other motions from yourselves, gentlemen? We'll get to the state after this, I promise, Eric.
Motion to dismiss myself?
Okay,
oh, sorry. Yo, what's this
I
about?
wasn't shushing you or Crack, by the way, Ray. I was shushing
We
you.
understand, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Hey. At your courtroom, Your Honor. If you would, I wouldn't be offended.
I'm gonna try and get this dismissed. Hold on.
Now I kind of want when you speak to shush, but I'm gonna withhold that. I promise you.
I should have just been late,
Okay,
bro.
so any more? Ray, Crack?
One moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, just for sake of clarity, we'd like to motion to include or ensure the court's aware that both Eric Anderson and AJ Hunter, we intend to call to the stand as witnesses.
What? Witness for what,
I
bro?
believe of a defense, so that's your right.
All right, just to declare.
Anything from the state?
As I put on the docket, we move to dismiss on the grounds that evidence and supporting facts were reviewed and the search warrant was approved by the Department of Justice. Additionally, the court has the authority to determine the applicable statute of limitations for reviewing evidence.
Yeah, so I'm going to dismiss your motion for the pure fact that this isn't just about the warrant itself. It's about the instance behind the warrant and
what?
legality
How
of
does
the
that make
warrant
sense,
itself.
bro?
So although it has been removed,
this is a
Eric
simple
Anderson,
case,
do
Your
not
Honor.
speak over me right now.
I'm sorry.
This is about the legality of that. This review is to bring into question the whole part of it. So I'm going to dismiss your, deny your motion.
Can I respond?
No. AJ Hunter, anything from you?
What were you gonna say? Yeah, this is a civil case, sir.
Oh, free bill.
Yep.
Alright, what else you wanna say? Tell me quick.
How can there be a
Guys,
civil
fuck
case
you.
when there's not been a criminal
Oh,
case?
free my boy Bill.
That
He didn't do
again?
anything.
That again?
How can there be
Okay,
a
if
civil
you don't,
case when there's not
if
been
you
a
don't
criminal
quiet
case?
down, you will be removed.
Sorry,
So how can there be a civil case if there hasn't been a
Sir,
criminal
yes, sir.
case?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Okay,
Guys.
AJ, this is generally what we're going to be arguing.
Hey,
What
Bill, I'm here, bro.
going on. Do you have a motion?
Do I?
Yes, I will personally execute you.
I guess not.
Well, I guess the bias here is evident, but I guess not.
Cool. AJ, you continue to talk like that, and there will be contempt of 50K straight away. Continue to do that, you will face time in Bolingbrook. Do you really want to go down this route?
Do I, bro?
Sorry, sir.
Thank you very much. Right. Now the pre-trial motions are over.
If I go to prison for 10 months, bro. If we think about it, chat, if we go to prison for 10 months, that would be
You are
quicker.
the one suing. It's up to you.
That would be quicker than this court case. So maybe.
You're not. I've been a police officer. Sorry, my bad. Let me get onto the microphone.
Like, why am I even here, bro? Like, it's not even my case, bro. I wasn't even involved in any of this.
For 8 years.
They just saw me in the cells,
I've been
bro.
hired, fired, promoted, demoted. I have seen blatant acts of corruption. I've seen blatant negligence. I've seen people abuse their intelligence, and I've seen people not respect their negligence. Today, Your Honor, I have found one of the most blatant, lying, damning cases I would have never, ever approved, touched, or been near with a 10-foot pole if I was still hired in the SASP. This is exactly what I taught against. This is not the standard that I set. This isn't even a standard, Your Honor. This is not even a bar. This is not like poor quality. This is corruption. This is a lie.
Hold on, how?
This is an abuse.
They're fighting
of the
a search
systems.
warrant that a judge
This is
accepted,
the biggest,
bro.
most damning
Go sue the
lie
judge,
on
bro.
a narrative I have ever seen. I have seen people across the years of my employment
What the fuck you
go
suing us
ahead
for, bro?
and spin narratives. But at least they had solid grounds to start on. At least they had some evidence that they could use. At least they had something. Eric Anderson wrote a completely false nothing burger of a warrant. Blatantly lied onto it, blatantly omitted specific
Accept the
information, uploaded incorrect
What's this
evidence,
court case about? The
omitted
warrant?
specific details that works directly against his narrative, and turned what should have been a raid that never happened into somehow, by Judge Vito Giordani, into an approved raid. Your Honor, I have so many cards that I do not want to have revealed up my sleeve in my opening statement. But what I will say in a general scope, today you will find multiple omitted details that would clearly change the fact of this case. That is, he himself is contradicted in his own report. Eric Anderson's under the impression, well, he's a criminal, therefore there must be things at his house. We will attack multiple points of articulation that directly go against Eric Anderson's own statements in his own report, going against his own
Why did I
warrant,
wake up today? I
going
should've taken
against his
today
own
off, bro.
articulation. Your Honor, this is the most damning case I have ever seen. And again, I don't want to reveal too much. I don't want to reveal too much of my opening
Do you have an
statement.
opening statement or should I do it?
But this is... Sorry,
know
there's
what I'm
people
gonna say.
talking.
I'll do it. Or you do it. We'll both do it.
Apologize. I was trying to quieten the rest.
I'm saying, brother, how are you guys fucking coming after
Your Honor,
us
today
after
will
you
be
approve the
a
warrant? Go
perfect
after the DOJ.
cut case example. An example that should
Can I
set
say that?
precedent. An example that should be used against
Why?
the SASP, BCSO, and LSPD and park rangers for the foreseeable
Aye, aye.
future. Today's case should absolutely change the way that judges look at and review warrants. And Eric Anderson should be the named example on why bad faith does exist and why bad faith needs to be articulated here today. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't want to reveal too much in the opening statement.
You're still on the mic.
You're still on the mic.
Whoops.
You gotta, like, walk further away, do something, pull your phone out, put it back in your pocket.
Right, state your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Let's see. We're here today because Crook likes to sue people for no reason. This warrant was approved by the DOJ. If the DOJ had a problem with it, they are the one who's supposed to be investigating this. I'm not sure why we're here for a civil case. If the DOJ thinks there was a problem with the warrant, it's up to the DOJ to investigate. That's our opening statement.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eric Anderson.
But I need to run. Shit. There.
AJ, do you have something that you would wish to add?
Tom might murder us.
No, sir. No, sir.
Perfect. Right, then witnesses. Mr. Crock and Ray Wee, witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me just speak with co-counsel to see who we want to go first.
Whoa, what's,
Set the proper
can you update me
foundation.
what's happening? Bro, I wasn't even involved in any of this.
I'm not sure what's going on. Everyone is
Should I
there
tell you
for
what I was
shits.
doing during the raid? Let me show you.
They can try and call you. I
Your
guess,
Honor,
I'm not sure.
the plaintiff would at first like to call Eric Anderson to the stand.
Perfect.
I guess I'm going.
Oh, brother, go.
Right, Mr. Eric Anderson. There is a microphone next to me that you can also use as well. All right.
Do I
And-
have to?
You don't have to. If you're loud enough, that's more than okay.
Go and try, but if you fuck it up.
And just a reminder for anyone on
Okay,
the
stay
stand,
with.
please
Sort
give time.
your shit out, please.
Yeah. Do you swear to tell the truth, all the truth, and any truth you can find in your tool belt under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you a taser?
Yes.
Perfect.
Swear to.
Thank you so much. Your witness.
Oh my God!
So
What is that?
This is crucial evidence I need up there. This was during the raid that they're contesting.
You know what? I'm more than happy to use that as evidence. You know, if they motion to bring that in, Your Honor, I got no objection.
Your
Seems like
Honor, can we
seems like
counter
an
motion?
opening, yeah. That seems like an opening.
Can we counter motion that become his qualified MDT photo?
Oh,
I
whoa.
can't,
Dirty
change
sake.
people's, I can't change people's personal photos, but Mr. Eric Anderson can. So,
All right. Anderson,
That's me.
Before we continue, I'm going to show some respect to AJ Hunter on my side as well. Just please give a pause when I ask you a question to allow either side to have an objection. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes,
But I
sir.
don't think AJ's gonna object to anything. He's kind of stupid.
All right.
I don't
That
think
is on
you're
the record,
stupid, AJ. I don't.
Thank you,
That
sir.
is on the
Thank you.
record. All right. So, look, do you know who Bill Swales is?
I do.
When the fuck do I object, bro? I don't even
Okay.
know, man.
So, Bill Swales. Now, I want to ask you a question with a date. The date I have here is in my time. It may not sound like anything to you, so I'm going to guess in a range. Do you recall what happened at the Dollar Pills building on April 8th to April 9th?
I'm not sure if because you're saying with the dates, I would have to look just to make sure I'm thinking about the right thing.
Then let me rephrase that question. Do you recall being at a gang shootout?
I don't even remember what
involving-
happened here, bro.
Well, an alleged gang shootout involving Bill Swales.
Responding to a mass amount of...
At Dollar Pills, yes.
Yes. What did you witness Bill Swales do?
Run, I think, from me.
Wait, I saw him
Run
with an
from him.
AK out
That's it?
shooting in the Forum Drive, bro. I remember.
Maybe he was shooting, maybe he was robbing people, I don't know. There was
Maybe.
a
Do you
lot-
not know?
I'm not 100% sure.
Wait, I remember, bro. I had a
You have
picture
no
here.
idea what
Okay,
he was
now...
doing.
I'm guessing it was there shooting at people. Because
It was a guess that they were shooting at people.
It was GSR positive and we found casings on scene and stuff.
One moment, Your Honor. If you were guessing what he was doing on that scene, then why did you charge him for reckless endangerment?
As I said, he was GSR positive and he was running around with a gun.
And bullet casings, bro. What's
A
Anderson
gun?
doing?
What type
Throwing,
of
bro.
PD service rifle was one of the guns.
A PD service rifle. Okay. Were there other people running around with guns?
Yes.
Like who?
I'm not sure there was multiple people arrested.
Not sure. Do you remember who Bill
Where's my
Swales
picture at,
was
bro?
being attacked by?
No.
No.
Attacked
No.
by? Are you
Well,
talking about the
do
person?
you Swales? Sorry, Eric. Do you remember anything of what happened this day?
Yes, but you're gonna have to clarify that question because I don't understand what you're meaning by the question.
Were you the scene lead?
Nope.
No. All right. So you recall where this
Objection
happened,
leading,
right?
bro. I don't give a... I don't know what
Yeah,
the... I'm
around
not
Dollar
listening.
Bills.
Where's my
Okay,
picture,
sounds
bro? I want to...
Can you give me
Smuggling!
a description of what you saw at that shootout?
A lot of people shooting.
A lot of people shooting. How many would you say?
I don't know. Not sure.
Not sure.
It's been a long time ago.
It's been 12 days.
A lot happens in 12 days. I would have
A lot
to
happen-
read up on the case.
Where's
first to
my
give you
picture
more-
at, bro?
More exact answers.
Have you prepared for today at all?
Nope.
Hell nah.
Did you do much investigation into today?
Hell nah.
No. Do you usually not do much investigation before you push it
Oh,
to
if
work?
he didn't do any, then I should be good, chat. Because I didn't even know what the fuck until like
This
2 minutes
I'm
ago.
being sued. I'm not the one suing. What do you mean?
Well, I'm just asking, how much do you genuinely investigate things before you go up
Objection,
to
relevancy.
perform them? Your Honor, may I rebut?
You may rebut.
Your Honor, the relevancy is an investigation. The whole point of this is the lack of investigation that Eric Anderson has. The relevancy here is seeing...
Objection.
Can we prove a pattern? I'm still explaining my rebuttal.
Oh.
You gotta let him finish, AJ, and then he'll ask if you have a rebuttal. Don't interrupt with an objection. I'm always explaining the objection.
Sorry, Your Honor. As
I
was
throw them off,
explaining,
bro. I throw them
The
off.
relevance here is building the foundation that Eric Anderson here does not do investigations, is unable to investigate, and has done a poor investigation. This same poor investigation, which omitted key details into what would be
Okay. I'm gonna stop your rebuttal on that part because I feel like you're going into further detail that's not fully needed on that one. Calling into question his full investigational experience is a little bit overreaching.
That's him
AJ,
right here.
Your rebuttal to that, please. That's it. After that, I'll make my ruling.
Anderson already has done his investigation. Hence, he submitted all his evidence and his investigation in the form of a search warrant to the DOJ. So therefore, he did an investigation and it got approved. So he's very good at investigations. And he did conduct an investigation on this.
thus this would then be relevant. So, overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just 1 minute, please. I'm just double checking some facts. If that's okay, Your Honor.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just-
fine.
oh,
It's
yeah.
still witness.
Yeah, affirm, Your Honor. All right.
Can't even know why.
So, can you please answer the question?
Can you say it again?
Do you often complete full investigations before you undertake any actions on someone?
It depends on the case.
Depends. So let's say you're pushing a really big charge. Would you do... how deep of an investigation would you usually dive into? Or you, like, cut and dry?
Before I charge someone, I would have the investigation finished.
Okay. So, you've completed the investigation on Bill Swells,
This
right?
is literally him with a PDAR, bro.
I believe so.
Right. So why hasn't he been charged yet?
What do you mean?
Well, you raided his property. You've completed the investigation. He's been arrested. You haven't charged him for any of the things you found in the property.
That's more news to me. I thought he was still wanted, pending.
It's news to you.
Hold on, hold on.
I
Rock,
knew he was wanted.
Rock.
Oh, I know what we're doing. Look, I got a double-edged sword.
You're still on the mic if you are talking.
I was looking back over it. On the 18th, he was charged for a shit ton of random things, which align with what the raid received.
Nobody heard that.
No.
Not guilty.
So, yeah, I know. I was there.
Run away.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
This guy doesn't even know how to use a microphone.
So look, he got arrested. I was there. He got arrested for his warrant, and then he also got informed of the court case, and then they never pushed it.
What court case?
Oh, Eric.
For the weapons trafficking. Sorry, for the drug trafficking. So they haven't
Bring
charged
it
him.
up.
Away from
Yeah,
the
bring it up.
microphone.
It's been 4 days.
So you're unaware that the man that you raided and wanted to charge drug trafficking for got arrested over what is it, 96 hours ago?
Yeah, I wasn't the one who did the search, executed the search warrant, and I'm not the one who put up the charges.
You're not the one who executed the search warrant.
I'm the one who put it in for approval. After
So you
that,
put
I
it-
had nothing to do with it.
Right. So then who's responsible for charging Bill Swells?
Okay, I'm gonna just stop there. Is there a point to this line of inquiry, and are we going to get to that point?
Oh my god.
Your
bro.
Honor, I'm happy to move on. I'm happy just to go with what we have established there. I don't want to reveal all my aces up my sleeve, but I'm happy to move on if you are, Your Honor.
Yeah, I think this is getting into a looped circle on an arrest
Let me
that
just
is not
fucking go sleep, mate.
party to this at this point in time.
Yeah, I understand we're not looking for an appeal. That's all I'm trying to do.
Okay.
I'm trying to build a foundation of Eric isn't doing his job, and Eric doesn't really care for what he's trying to do.
Rock, you could just say I'm just trying to build a foundation and leave it at that.
That, Your Honor. I'm learning.
I fucking hate when you say you're learning. So I'm gonna ask you to move on from a line of questioning. I think you've established a narrative and a slight foundation to what you're saying. So
Understood,
you can
Your
hammer
Honor.
it home later. All right.
Right. Back to the shootout. Did you witness two gangs allegedly shooting at each other?
Yes,
What were those two gangs?
I believe it was BSK and Saints.
Did you see the BSK shooting?
I don't even know what a lawsuit is, bro.
I think so.
Let me see. Let's read
Did
it.
you witness Saints shooting at people?
This case would be an example of why protections against
think
false
so?
warrants should be removed.
One moment, Your Honor.
I do know that the BSK was hiding on a roof, and the Saints had every opportunity to leave the area, but they really wanted to kill the BSK.
Okay. So if you think
Bro, there was like 50
That they
cops
were in
on
a
duty,
shootout.
bro. They could have got someone else,
you-
man.
only think that, why did you write on your raid report that he was definitively in a shootout?
Can you say that again?
You say on the stand today that you think BSK and you think the Saints, aka Bill Swells, were shooting at each other. If you only think that, then why did you open your raid report with they were definitively in a shootout?
Objection. Badgering.
He did ask him to repeat it.
He didn't answer it.
No, but Eric asked Croc to repeat the question. So it's not badgering if it's been.
Oh no, I meant the
three
question
last
in
times.
itself is badgering. He's asking him how does he know he was in a shootout and why did he say think? We got bullet casings. His GSR positive. Officers saw him shoot. This is already asked and answered, sir.
Your Honor, can we
But it's
rein
not-
in
In the
counsel here
evidence.
for
In the
testifying?
evidence.
Like I'm gonna overrule you, AJ. But
Brother,
I am going to say be on the lookout for it. And if you had used tone, I might have agreed with you. But yeah, so overruled.
Tylenol.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can you please answer the question,
Not Tyler.
Anderson?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember a question.
Okay.
What kind of
I'm gonna ask
question
the
is that,
question
bro? How do you know
Please
that Bill
answer the
Swayze was in a shootout, brother?
You say on the stand today that you think you saw BSK shoot, and you think that you saw the
Anderson
same
is
shoot,
low-key throwing
aka
as well. I ain't
Bill
gonna
Swayze.
lie, bro.
If
Anderson
you
is
say
low-key
on the
throwing.
stand
Why is
today
he not
that you
saying?
think
Officers
you
saw
the
him shoot.
why
Officers,
did
there
you
was
open
bullet
the
casings.
raid warrant receipt. Sorry, not the receipt. The raid warrant request with I witnessed a shootout at Dollar Pills as a definitive fact.
Because I witnessed a shootout.
I thought you said you thought you witnessed a shootout.
I said I thought it was between BSK and.
Bro, there must be
Saints.
some fucking objection, mate.
You know, you're trying to spin the narrative here, Croc. Get back on track.
Your Honor, witness is being hostile?
Objection, tone.
Hey, hey, good shit, AJ.
Funny,
Good shit.
funny, good one.
shit.
That was a good, well done, AJ.
Thank you, guys.
Do you do you wish to treat? I only need 1 second. Sorry. Do you wish to treat the?
1 second.
Walk away further.
I'm not on the mic. I'm not on the mic. I'm not on the mic.
Sure, why not?
We would ask to treat the witness as hostile.
Okay. Based on the response, give me a little bit more.
Give who a little bit more, Your Honor?
Give me a little bit more on why you wish to treat him as hostile.
I should be here right now, bro.
Your Honor, he's been from the start of this case. His opening statement, he says that this is a simple case. We don't know why we're here. He's trying to dismiss it. He says that I'm just
There
spinning
must be a
evidence
list of
and do my
objections,
job,
bro. Let me
stick
see.
to the line of
List
questioning.
of objections.
He's been very disrespectful the entire time we've been here, Your Honor. I think he really doesn't like being here, and he truly believes he's doing the right thing. By
Improper
being
character
argumentative
evidence.
and disrespectful.
Croc, let him think.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're now hostile.
What does that mean, Your Honor?
Means you're a hostile witness. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Can,
Thank you
I
very
don't know.
much.
Sure.
All right.
Leading, hearsay, argumentative, vague or ambiguous, non-responsive, best evidence rule. Officers settle is inadmissible.
It doesn't mean you
partial
can shoot people.
Yeah. No, Robbie. No, Robbie.
narrative, unfair
What?
prejudice.
No, I was
Okay.
explaining things to him.
Objection.
Okay.
Officer made medical exception.
So, this shootout between BSK and the Saints. You saw BSK have guns?
So a lot of people have guns.
Did you see the BSK with guns?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, I need a definitive. I need a definitive fact. I need a
would have to go
definitive
back
fact. Did
and
you
look at the
did you
pictures.
did you or did you not see BSK in a shootout?
I would have to go back and look at the pictures, but probably.
You did, bro. Just say
Probably.
yes, man. What the
One
fuck
moment,
is he
Your
doing?
Honor.
He's trolling, bro. Just say we saw these motherfuckers shoot, man.
Just let you know, hostile witness still can't be badgered. Just in case anyone was thinking about it.
1 second, Your Honor. I'm just quickly fact checking. The statement on the stand has caught me slightly surprised. 1 moment, Your Honor.
Croc, would you like some time to formulate questions and I ask some?
No, I'm good. 1 second.
I like badgers.
I
They're
think
cool animals.
I have what I need.
It's
I'm
a
just
server rule not to
confirming it.
lie.
I know exactly what I'm
What
looking
is the
for.
lie, bro?
Just
We
have
went.
to
Why did we go? Shootout between
annoyingly go
BSK
through
and.
photos one by one.
Nothing to lie, bro.
One second, Your Honor. I'm just checking some evidence, and there's a lot of evidence here. I know what I'm looking for.
Would you allow your second chair to ask a question to keep the flow moving?
I'm on the last page. I'm about to confirm what I'm looking for.
What the fuck?
All right. I'm good. All right, I had to go through like 2 pages or something. What the fuck is that?
It looks like you're making out with Nick Davis. to be honest.
Okay.
That's definitely an evidence now.
Okay, I'm ready to continue, Your Honor.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Does that picture create a conflict?
Order. Come on. Crack.
I'm ready to go, Your Honor. Are you aware of the evidence showing BSK having multiple firearms in the report?
Hold on, Your Honor. Can we hold the defense here accountable? We have AJ Hunter on his phone, and I believe throwing out social media against our client here.
Okay. I don't have a phone.
I will
So-
confirm.
Sir, I'm looking. Yeah.
He has posted "fuck the Saints."
Yes. Yeah. with-
Your Honor, can we motion to add those tweets into evidence?
Not really, because it's First Amendment. He's allowed to say stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Just please refrain from tweeting during the court case.
Apologies.
All right. Not Bill. Eric, are you aware of the evidence showing BSK with firearms in the report?
Probably. As I said, I would have to go and look at the pictures.
Probably.
It's 12 days ago, or whatever you said. I
Oh,
haven't looked at the case since then.
Okay. So my question to you, if BSK was in a shootout and BSK got arrested, as they're in this report, and if BSK was seen with firearms, why was no one from BSK charged with any firearm crimes? Sorry, firearm possession crimes.
You're gonna have to ask their arresting officers. I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, that's okay. So, tell me this. How many guns did you find on Bill Swales?
I think it was a total of 5, if I remember correctly.
5 firearms.
Five.
Where
is
did these
what I-
firearms come from?
Not sure.
Not
From his
sure.
person.
It was on his person. Well, so you don't know where those firearms came from?
Nope.
No. Okay. So you can't articulate the origin point of where he got those firearms?
Nope.
No. All right. That's perfectly fine. Thank you for answering.
He
that
can't.
question.
Technically, he can't.
Right. Are you aware? Actually, no. I'll save that question for
How
you.
is he supposed to
Actually, no.
know?
I will ask it. Did you witness the Saints robbing members of BSK?
Me personally, I don't think so, but I think there might be pictures of it.
There might be pictures of it. So there was evidence in the MDT?
Probably.
Probably.
I
A
think
lot of probablys. Was your raid warrant a guess?
No, as I said,
No.
I haven't looked at it since it started. So I
Well,
don't know.
you are under oath. You've had 12 days to prepare for this case. Why didn't you?
Because I was not the one supposed to be here.
You're the main defendant.
Yeah, that might be true. But someone else was supposed to be here in my stay. So I had to, but then I had to revert and do other stuff.
Why the fuck am I here then, man?
Just so you're aware, your official response to why you did all this is probably an I don't know. That's your answer.
To what?
Hey,
The
hey,
reason,
Croc,
yeah.
Croc, hey, before you fuck all my questions with like super vague ass asked and answered potential things, will you please wrap this up so I can
Sorry, I'm
surgically
getting a
destroy
call.
this shit?
Okay, I'll move on.
Yeah.
Alright. Think of my next question. Actually, I want to let Ray Lee cook a little bit.
Fantastic.
Damn.
Alrighty.
I know.
Just get this up here. My first question is in reference to the search warrant that was submitted. Eric Anderson, you are the one who prepared this search warrant, correct?
That is correct.
The evidence and supporting information that you used to create this search warrant, was that gathered all by yourself?
I do believe so. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
I
you're
would
the
have
one
to
who
go
submitted
back.
a sworn affidavit. Did you collect all of your evidence for this, or
This
was it
is-
a collection of evidence gathered from others?
I believe it was all by me, but I would have to go back and look to be 100% sure.
Fantastic. In the statement for your conclusion, in conclusion, the most alarming factor is Mr. Swell's possession of a PD-issued service rifle. You tied this to previous arrests. Based on the evidence that you collected here, what is the pattern of possession of PD service equipment of Mr. Swales?
What did you say?
What pattern existed for the possession of PD service equipment by Mr. Swales?
None.
Had Mr. Swales ever been convicted in the past of possession of a PD service weapon?
Not to my knowledge.
Compound question. Oh, you guys think I know what
Based
the
on
fuck
the
to
evidence
say, bro?
presented in the connected report where the shootout occurred, do you believe it reasonable
Brother,
that
you guys
Mr. Swales
think
could
I
have
give
picked
a
up
like I
that
know what the fuck to
firearm
do?
off another person?
No.
And why not?
Because if I remember correctly, I think he was running around with that rifle for a long time. I believe there are plenty of pictures of him with that rifle.
I mean, there's one picture with a rifle.
I think there was more than
and if you
one,
look-
I remember correctly.
Go ahead and reference the report. I'd be fine with that, Your Honor, if you're okay with it, with him referencing the report to point out the
I'm
rifle.
more than okay with it. I'm more than okay with that. So, Ms. Anderson.
Because currently, and the reason I'm asking this, Eric, there's one photograph that is used in your search warrant that shows Mr. Swales with a potentially PDAR surrounded by a vehicle that's been shot the fuck up and looks to be well into a firefight. And I'm trying to understand the timeline because officers, through their own statements in that report, claim to have observed Mr. Swales robbing people. So I'm just trying to understand how you definitely know that Mr. Swales had possession of that firearm throughout.
Bro. Just throw the shit out, bro. Give him the 2.5 million. Call it a day, bro. Anderson through me. Fuck it, fuck it. Did I write he robbed?
Look at all those chickens.
Each other point of view. That is, bro.
See, I'm almost at the bottom.
Okay, we are talking. I thought we'd all died for a second.
No, just giving him appropriate time, Your Honor.
I might have been mistaken there. I thought there was more than one picture, but
Okay, so you might have been mistaken. That's fair. And in reviewing the warrant that you submitted, is there a reason that you omitted the fact that on this same scene, 4 members of the opposing group were all arrested without firearms in their possession after being seen being robbed by Mr. Swales?
I'm gonna be honest, I did not listen. What did you say?
Your Honor,
Objection, hearsay.
you're doing really well, AJ. I'm very proud of you. You are definitely first round draft pick.
Thank you, thank
Does he
you.
have his passport on him?
So the reason for the hearsay, Your Honor, is
Yeah.
because he stated that all 4 individuals were robbed by Bill Swales, whatever this guy's name is. Where's the proof of that? This is just hearsay. No one has stated that all 4 got robbed by Bill.
So I understand why you're saying this. The question to Mr. Eric Anderson is regarding if he saw that and if he knows about that, and it wouldn't be hearsay if it's coming directly from his mouth. It would be his own testimony. If he turns around and says he doesn't know, then obviously he can't testify to that. But so I'm gonna overrule you.
Copy that, copy that. Atlas with the 50 gifted, bro.
What's the reason that you omitted
Oh my
the
god,
fact
Atlas, the
that 4
legend,
members
bro.
of the
What the
opposing
fuck?
group were arrested from this scene, found without firearms on their person? from your search warrant request.
Atlas, 1 second, bro. This is for you.
Left
The legend
out.
is back,
Did
bro.
not include.
We acknowledge you, bro. We acknowledge you, Atlas. With the 50 gifted, everyone, please drop it out of the chat for him. Everyone, please.
Did the possession of multiple firearms weigh in your decision to place in grade 1?
Wait, Atlas, bro.
So I believe it is extremely
You lost your
important,
job.
Mr.
I'm
Anderson,
so sorry to hear, bro. Don't drop any gifted, bro. Why did you drop the 50
Are you
gifted,
aware
bro?
that the other
I
individuals
promise you, though, bro. If you're going through a
hard
hard time right now and you feel a bit lost, I promise you, bro. I promise you, bro. It will get better and
when you submitted the warrant,
better opportunities will come, alright? I promise you that. Promise you, my brother. Good things will come back 100%,
and did you not
bro.
think it odd to leave out the fact that
You're a legend,
these
bro. Atlas,
firearms
thank you
were
so much. We
potentially robbed
appreciate
off
you
an
a lot.
individual? Do you routinely just put the facts that help your narrative and omit facts that don't when you submit a raid warrant?
Your community is the best and deserve it. Wow, what a legend, chat. Everyone, please show what a hype and the love in the chat for Atlas. What a W mans, bro. What a legend. During court as
You
well,
don't
bro.
find it important when you're referencing multiple firearms that were found on a suspect to also reference the fact that that suspect was alleged to have been robbing other individuals on that scene?
No, I don't think so. If the judge wants to deep dive into it, there are, it's in the case file. That's added.
Okay, so you don't put things in your sworn affidavit because you assume that a judge is going to deep dive into the reports attached. Is that correct?
No.
So then why did you just make your previous statement?
You already drives your troll call? I did, bro, but then I got a fucking 50k fine.
I said I put what I think is valuable in the report. I don't put every single thing into the warrant. Because then I'm gonna sit there and write the warrant for 8 hours. If the judge wants more context, then they're more than welcome to read the report it stems off.
Okay. Well, based off that statement, would you agree that you did not give the full context of this scene in your sworn affidavit?
What the fuck is sworn affidavit? Who the fuck is David, bro?
Wasn't because he was shooting at dollar bills.
No, but in your raid warrant, you referenced the multiple firearms. And that scene in and of itself resulted in this raid warrant being written. So would you agree that there were information
Did I do
left
objection?
out in
Who's
this direct
David?
affidavit that could have swayed the decision of a judge?
Objection? Who's David?
His
Affid.
first name is Afa.
Bless your heart, AJ. Bless your heart.
Overruled. Also, if you do get contempt now, it's been lowered down to 10k because of your funnies. Okay.
Oh, thank you, sir.
No problem.
To answer your question, I'm not sure. I'm not a judge.
You are a high-ranking member of the police department, correct?
Yeah.
If a officer that is under your command brings you a warrant and you find out that they have left out context that could sway the decision of a judge, would you reprimand them?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know what would sway a judge. It's a very maybe questions. So I don't know. It's hard to give an answer.
Fantastic. Based on what you have placed in this warrant, can you tell me what arrests in the previous 30 days from the time of this incident stood in support of your request? And you can reference a warrant if you'd like.
Can I object?
No, you're a witness.
You cannot.
Objection?
Object.
Okay, what's your objection?
Whoever he was thinking.
No way.
That's my first draft pick right there.
It's like solid effort, but overruled.
And Your Honor, I'm fine with the witness referring to the,
Bro, I
the
don't know
raid
what the
report
fuck
itself
you-
to answer the question.
That's fine. He's got allowed access to refer to what he needs. So.
Let's see. Let's see.
And remember, the question was, yep,
what's the
prior
question?
to
This
this
guy went
incident,
uni. I did computer
what
science, not
incidents in the 30
fucking
days
law
prior
degree, bro. Who gives a like?
would support the claims that you made for this raid?
Probably none. I don't know.
Bro, this whole narrative
How
that
about
you
the
have to be a
60
good
days
in
prior?
court to be a good officer is bullshit,
I'm not
bro.
sure the exact dates.
That's why the PD is like
You can take
flopped
a
so
look.
many times, bro.
Details matter. Yes, I did when I was in the
It just
LSPD.
is not true, bro.
The
You
details
just because
are
you're not good in
there's no
court
such
doesn't mean you're not a good
limitation,
cop.
so I don't know what you're trying to get at.
Well, I'll just be blunt with you. I believe that you have attempted to use historical reference points as present day facts in an effort to sway the opinion of a judge and result in
It's
a
not a
signed
judge.
warrant.
It's a whole
Which is
server
referenced
like
in your conclusion as well.
what do you call
To
it?
the
whole server
given Mr.
narrative,
Swale's
bro.
extensive history with firearms and violent offenses, his unlawful possession of this service
The
rifle
server culture
elevates
is
the
that if
risk
you're
he
not good in
poses far
court, you're not a
beyond
good
that of an
officer, which is
ordinary
just
armed
bullshit,
suspect.
bro.
Mr. Swales had no arrests
That's
in the
why
previous 30
on the
days, and I believe
field,
not even inside the
actual
previous
during
60 days
content
of any violent
situations,
offenses or
the
offenses
PD
in
doesn't
general.
do well because they focus too much on like court, like shit.
And
No one
why
gives
does
a
that matter?
fuck about court, bro.
Matters
Content-wise.
greatly.
No, because there is no statute of limitation for building a pattern. Maybe you should know that, Mr. Lawyer.
But during actual scenes,
is-
during actual like
I can cover
content
something that's
where people are
3 years old
watching and
without putting
active, that's when
justice.
you need the good cops.
Okay, so you put all of the weight on the courts to hold you accountable for what you didn't tell them?
No.
You shouldn't base if they're a good cop or not
And
based
do you
on how
believe
well
that
they
you
do in court,
accurately
bro. Who
and
the like
honestly
what?
presented the facts and evidence in this report that you requested from the judge?
Yes, I do.
And you do not believe that you omitted any information that is relevant to the approval or denial of this warrant?
Yeah, you can't expect cops
No.
to be lawyers, bro. It's just unenjoyable
Maybe,
for
I don't
many
know.
cops, you know?
No, I don't
And
think
if you
so.
only hire cops that enjoy court and
think
like
so.
doing this side,
I don't think so.
then you're just gonna have dog
Do you
shit cops on the
understand what a
field,
sworn
bro.
affidavit is?
Yeah.
What is a sworn affidavit?
It's a document that I sent to the judge telling my side, and it has to be the truth.
And do you believe
How
you
did
have
it work
told
back in the
full
day?
truth
When you had a
under
court
penalties
case, there
of
was
perjury
literally a
with
DA,
this
bro.
report?
Someone who's invested, who actually
No, I
enjoys
haven't lied a
court,
single time.
that will handle all of this, you know? That's
you
what makes it
aware
fun. Then the
that
officer can
omitting
choose if they want to
information
go or
can be
not.
seen as the same as lying?
I don't know why they don't do it, bro.
Probably.
I swear back in the day, as a cop, you could go to court if you wanted or if you're a witness, and then you could leave after. And then the actual DA or the lawyer, whoever, would handle it.
Who did execute this raid warrant?
I believe it was a team led by Jax Lane.
Fantastic. One moment. I just have a few more
This
questions.
Prodigy don't make shit easy for cops. But it's not, they make it easy on the field, but in the court, like, I mean, fair enough, brother. If, it's just the end of the day, if that's...
Just
If
a note
you're
here,
valued a good
in
cop
the middle of
based
your
on how
report,
well you do in
where you were
court,
giving the basis
then you're never going to have a good
for this
on-field
whole
fucking
raid,
cops.
you listed 5 firearms, as well as a connection to the extensive, in your words, extensive criminal history, referencing previous convictions without dates accompanied here that were later listed that were well outside 30 and 60 days. Just confirming with you again, based on the weapons that were listed here and referenced
No,
in
I'm
this
only
raid
talking
report
about,
and the charges,
like, even judges
feel
in-game,
that there is evidence
lawyers, they all
in the
think
report
to be a
that
good
you left
cop,
out,
you have to be a
whether
good lawyer
accidentally
as well.
or intentionally, that give more context to the possessions and the claims that are made?
Maybe, probably. I don't know what to say. He had the weapons on him. He might have robbed somebody. I'm not sure. He might have robbed 1 or 2 weapons. I can't say.
So do you still feel that everything you put in that warrant was wholly accurate?
It's true. Everything that's in the warrant is true.
How about the things that aren't?
I'm sure I would have to go back and look at their
Say something,
report
bro.
I'd hope you would have.
I'm not involved in this case. I didn't write the search
Truck, you have any
warrant.
other
I
questions
took
for me?
one picture on the scene and they picked me out of everyone,
don't
bro.
think so,
So I
Your
don't know
Honor.
what the
You're
fuck to
good.
say.
I
I
mean,
don't even know like what to object, what's going on.
Perfect.
Anderson doesn't even know.
Your cross poise.
Shit, Evan. Actually, no. We'll see where he goes. You might help us. Given everything.
I don't even think he's talking. Oh, there we go. He's talking.
Anderson, how you doing?
It's me. We're just fine.
Did you submit the search warrant to a judge?
I did.
Did a judge approve it?
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's all I have. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Your recross.
You know what? As much as I want to be facetious, Your Honor, we don't have a recross on that. That was a very in-depth line of questioning. I can't seem to pick
Mr.
through.
AJ Hunter, do you wish to call him for recall?
Nah. Should be alright.
Okay, Eric, you may step down now.
You have been nanad.
No, we don't.
Ray and Croc, any other witnesses?
Yeah, we'd like to call AJ Hunter to the stand.
He's guilty.
What the
AJ
hell?
Hunter, come on up.
You go ahead and go first, Croc.
Raise your right hand for me,
Yeah.
sir.
You go first, and I'll just back clean up.
Do you swear to tell the truth, all the truth, and any truth you can find in your vest, under the pains and penalties of perjury? So help you, Fredo, for £1?
No, because Freddos are not £1 anymore. They're £1.20.
So help you, Fredo,
They've
for
gone up.
£3.
I do.
£1.20.
They're going up.
Sorry,
They're going
Judge,
up.
I'm out of touch. I am diabetic as of 3 years ago.
Damn, that's crazy. £1.20? That's mad.
$1.20 for a friend.
Anyway, you
us.
sworn in.
Alright, thank you so much. Croc, your witness.
Yes, Your Honor. AJ, were you at the shootout at Dollar Pills?
Yes, sir.
Who were the two? Well, as much as I like that you're answering quickly, I want to help Eric Anderson out. Give a pause so that he can answer.
Oh,
so
yes,
he can
sir, yes,
object.
sir.
Give him a pause, please. Thank you. All right. What the? No, not a vague question. I'm going to ask you. What were the two gangs that were there?
It was BSK and Saints.
Okay. You witnessed these two shoot at each other?
Yes, I did.
Okay. What was the gang that? What was the group that came out as the streets would say, on top?
None of them. They're all fucking losers.
None of them. Yeah, valid answer. Valid answer. I wouldn't say Bill Swells is a loser, but what I would say, what I would ask is,
Objection. Counsel is testifying.
Counsel did testify that he doesn't believe that Bill Swells is a loser, so yeah, sustained.
understood, Your Honor. All right. So, did you witness Saints robbing BSK at any point?
Yes, I did.
Who did you witness?
Okay, who just did the outburst?
Yeah, Bobby Brown. That's the only
Bobby
voice.
Brown is in the middle.
Mr. Brown, either take a seat, shut up, or get out.
Well done.
You got contempt of 50K. Eric Anderson, please write him a contempt ticket of 50K. If he does not leave, then send him to Bolingbrook for 100 months.
Do you want me to do that now, or?
Thanks for making it about yourself, man. We all really appreciate it.
I'm chilling, man. He called me out for nothing.
You came in here and made it about yourself. We're busy. What do you want?
Eat a dig.
Right. Eric Anderson, get an officer down here. He's going to Bolingbrook for 100 months. Do not.
Oh shit!
Bobby.
What?
Can I get the officer over to the courthouse, please?
I'll repeat the question.
Thank you so much.
Just to clarify, you said that you saw Saints robbing?
I did see Saint members robbing. Yes.
Okay. Did you identify Bill Swells as one of them robbing?
No, I did not.
No. Are you sure that's your definitive answer?
100%.
Then why did you say in your report that you did see Bill Swells robbing someone?
I did not actually. If I can read my statement out.
Language.
What? I didn't even say anything.
Croc, I'll allow that if you allow it.
I'm having a look.
I said two individuals.
One suspect started robbing OTT and
Objection.
I'm reading out his statement.
I didn't say. No, I never said I saw Bill
Okay.
Swales rob.
Yes and no. He's not really testifying. He's clarifying.
That's
He's
fine.
just, he's basically pulling into something that we do need clarified, and we do need it on a record of exactly what's happening. Otherwise, there's a different route that I need to go down the road. Pardon?
I need AJ to read it on. I don't need.
Okay, then AJ, please read your statement. I will allow that, Crack.
Hey, fam, no problem.
All right. What's the report number?
The report
Oh, I
number
got
is
it.
25247.
Responded to a mass amount of shots fired call near Dollar Pills. Upon arriving on scene, I saw BSK and Saints shooting at each other. I took scene lead and followed violent call policy by orders of Lane. I got units to rally near Ring of Fire and I scouted out the scene. I saw 2 individuals get down on Forum Drive and were robbed by Saints. I sent units to take pictures and warn all suspects. One suspect started robbing OTT and Hunter warned him and told him to stop robbing the suspect. The suspect denied it and started running on foot and he was detained and arrested later ID'd as Bill Swales.
Thank you for answering the question. You may stop there.
Yep.
Right. Can you please explain the contradiction of your report to what you say understand now?
So you asked me, did I see him rob? I did not see him rob. He told me he did not rob. So I don't know if he robbed him or not.
But it says here in your report, one suspect started robbing OTT.
Started, he attempted, but he did not actually rob. Because I tackled him before he could. So he attempted to rob, but did he actually rob is what you asked me, and he did. I don't know that. But from what I saw, I did not see him rob anyone.
Thank you for answering the question. You could stop there. I'm just reminding you, you are under oath, AJ.
Yeah,
It says here in your testimony that you warned him. You say here on the stand that you tackled him. It says here that he started robbing OTT. You're saying it's an attempt. You say that you didn't identify that it was Bill Swales. Your testimony here says that you did.
On the scene, I did not identify him as Bill Swales. Later on, I did.
I need to speak to my co-counsel. All right, I'll move on to a different line of questioning. So you did witness that BSK had guns, correct?
Objection, relevance.
May rebut, Your Honor.
You may rebut.
I think the whole
Nah, we
premise
cooked him
here
back.
that
We
was
cooked him
established
back,
with
bro.
the foundation of Eric Anderson, Your Honor, is that it's extremely relevant whether BSK have guns. The second officer confirming they had guns and then charged when they didn't is extremely relevant. When the whole premise of the case is the origin of the firearms.
I'm going to agree. So it's just overruled. Nearly said it.
Thank
Nearly
you,
said
Your
it.
It's okay, Your Honor. Can you please answer the question?
What was the question?
I forgot. Ray, what did I say?
You see any BSK with guns?
That.
Yeah, there was some BSK with guns.
Oh, Ed. Were you overseeing the processing at all for this scene?
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. Were BSK found to have guns when they were arrested?
No, I believe some of them did not.
Some of them.
Or maybe
Can you
all of
point
them
to
did
the-
not.
Can you point to the BSK member that was arrested with a firearm in the report, please?
No, there is no BSK member that got charged for a firearm.
Okay. So where'd the firearms go?
I have no clue. They could have thrown it just before they went down. They could have done anything with it. I'm not sure. Anything could have happened to them.
Do you respond to gang shootouts often?
Yeah.
Can you point to another time where you have found one member of a group to have multiple firearms at them, like an abundance of firearms?
What, just one group just has a massive amount of guns on them?
No, one individual, not group. Just one individual has like a mass amount of guns on them for some reason during a gang shootout.
I mean, I've responded to so many gang shootouts. I can't really remember after I looked deep into it, so I don't know.
All right, that's fine. Thank you for answering the question. Okay. I don't want to overcook here. I think I might give it to Ray. I'm just thinking of anything else. But you would say that it is unusual for one individual during these situations to have so many guns while one side all of a sudden has no guns?
I wouldn't say it's unusual.
Then what would you say it is?
It's a possibility.
Of what?
That one guy has like 9 guns on him trying to be Rambo, trying to kill the whole gang.
Right. I'm going to leave it to right now.
I like Rambo.
All right. For the record, AJ, could you please state your rank and occupation?
Sergeant AJ Hunter, LSPD.
All right. Sergeant Hunter, is it under your purview to submit warrant requests to the DOJ?
Yes.
And when you submit those warrant requests, do you fact check all the evidence that is presented?
Of course. Has to be done.
If an officer came to you with a request for a raid warrant, would you ensure that they had all the appropriate context before submitting it?
Of course.
And if you were to find that an officer who brought a raid warrant to you would have left out information to make their claims sound better, what would you do?
If that scenario happened and someone came to me with a warrant and they left out some context to make it seem more like in their favor, I would just tell them to rewrite it or add the full context.
And let's say that person goes around you, gives it to someone else who doesn't read it, doesn't check it, and submits it. And then it's later found that they left things out. How would you handle that as a sergeant?
I would have the utmost respect.
Objection. Relevance.
I can rebut.
Rebut, please.
On the stand here, Assistant Chief Eric Anderson has admitted that he may have left things out of a warrant. So I'm talking to the sergeant in his professional capacity, to his stance and standing when it comes to officers omitting information from requested warrants.
Does seem pretty relevant.
All right, here.
Overruled.
That's not what this case is about.
Answer the question again.
Internal policies with the police department.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of the Assistant Chief grumbling back there.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to address. It's not about internal policies of the PD. It's about how warrants are signed and how warrants are reviewed and why this warrant is here. It's very relevant to the facts of the case at this precise point in time, Mr. Anderson. Continue, please.
Yeah. Sergeant Hunter, can you get off your phone on the stand, please?
Of course.
Yeah. I know you're a popular man, first round draft pick and all.
Of course.
Sergeant Hunter, if someone had brought a warrant to you that was missing or omitted context, and instead of you approving it through, they went to someone else, it got submitted and got approved, and you later found out that they had omitted information from that warrant, how would you, as a sergeant, handle that situation?
See, what I've realized in this city is that apparently to be a good officer, you have to be a good lawyer and good in court, and that's how you are judged as a police officer, whether you deserve your rank or not. And how I would handle that personally and why that is relevant is because if a judge who is highly more qualified than me, highly more skilled, highly more knowledgeable in terms of warrants and probable cause and evidence and that found in warrants, if they approved it, then I would tell the individual, all right, that was my bad. I guess the judge is right, and I would not question the judge's authority on completing the warrant and accepting it. So I would humble myself and be like, all right, maybe I should have accepted it and learn and see how I can improve as an officer in terms of court and law.
Fantastic. So as a sergeant of the LSPD, as long as a judge signs off on something, you're okay with facts and context being omitted?
If the facts and context admitted is enough for a judge to sign it off, then that is okay with me.
And how would you know if a judge even was aware of what was omitted?
Well, whoever, I mean, if it went through me, then I would see, but if it went through like other sergeants, and I would just have to look it up. If I cared enough, but usually I'll just go to like a smuggling or some shit.
At least he's honest.
Hey, you know what? I respect that.
Yeah, at least he's honest. You gotta give him that.
All right, just a few more questions for you, Sergeant Hunter. Do you recall on the scene when you saw Mr. Swales, or the person later identified as Mr. Swales, carrying a PDAR, allegedly?
Yes, sir. It was on Forum Drive.
About how long into this shootout was that?
I'm not sure how long the shootout went. The actual shootout.
If you just had to guess, I'm not trying to perjure here, just a rough estimation based on your professional opinion.
From the time police responded to when I saw him, maybe 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
Pretty instant.
Would it be reasonable that Mr. Swales could have robbed that off of somebody on the scene before you arrived?
I don't know. I didn't see anyone down before that. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. As a sergeant in the LSPD, if you are attempting to prove a pattern of behavior, about what time frame would you use?
Whatever the courts allow.
And what is the current statute of limitations?
For stuff like this, I believe 30 days for patterns and stuff.
Objection. Counsel is trying to trap the officer.
I believe he answered honestly. Thankfully, somebody in the LSPD knows the answer.
There is no statute of limitation for this.
So I would agree with Anderson on the statute of limitations for previous convictions.
Is that what I asked, Your Honor?
No, I'm just saying, and that's why there's no objection actually on your table.
I got the right answer though.
To continue, please.
Hey, brother, we get 200 IQ, step ahead, mate.
Sergeant Hunter, have you reviewed the warrant that was signed for Bill Swales?
Nope.
If you were reviewing a warrant and found that there were facts omitted, whether intentionally or accidentally, would you push the warrant through, or would you ask that those facts be added?
I'm not sure what the... Can you ask that again?
If you were reviewing a warrant and you were found that there are facts that do exist that are being excluded or omitted from that warrant that could change the outcome of that warrant, would you push the warrant through, or would you ask that it be added in and then resubmitted?
What I would do is, if I knew there was facts that were missed out, then that means I was somewhat involved in the scene, so therefore conflict of interest, I would say go to another sergeant. Why didn't you add this in? Because if I am brought a warrant in front of me, then I don't want no information about it beforehand. And I would just read based on what's in the warrant, because I shouldn't be involved in the situation or know about it, you know?
And do you review just the warrant request or the attached reports as well?
Of course, the attached reports as well. Everything.
And what's the importance of reviewing everything when it comes to a warrant?
Very important, very important. Make sure like the probable cause is there, all of that good stuff, you know?
Fantastic. Croc, do you have any more questions for him?
Christy with a kick sub for 3 months in a row.
Croc. Fuck's sake.
Any more questions?
I'm not holding the court up for him being silly.
Perfect. Thank you. Anderson, your witness.
No questions, Your Honor.
Perfect. Then there's no recross based on that. Anderson, do you want him for recall?
No, I'm fine.
Perfect. Mr. AJ, you may step down.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Most
Bye.
welcome.
Bye.
Crack, where are we? Any other witnesses?
I don't know if we're winning or losing. to be honest.
Well, what do you think?
I'm trusting you on this.
I think we should have asked has the judge denied warrants before? Does that mean it's good? Does that mean it's bad faith that officer? You know, stuff like that.
We have no further witnesses, Your Honor.
Any evidence you want to point out to me?
Yes.
I'm letting Ray take a big lead on this because, like, when it comes to the bill,
Can you be quiet for a moment? Your Honor, the evidence that I would like to highlight is the in report 25247, the suspects that are arrested, the lack of possessions on those suspects in relation to the possessions found on Mr. Swales. I would also like to point out evidence in the raid warrant itself where those same possessions are listed and used as reasoning.
Sorry, what's the number? Raid warrant?
The report we have it in is
Point out.
25253.
Thank you so much.
Yep. The same weapons are listed as evidence against
steamrolled?
Mr. Swales for this warrant.
But do you think chat?
would
I
also
started
like to
streaming. You guys are spamming court
the
case. I only found out when I
Claimed
started streaming.
history
Bro.
of convictions
I
of
don't give
Mr.
two
Swales
fucks, mate.
and notate the fact that there is nothing within 30.
Even notation can be done in your closing. Just the
Okay.
highlighting part would be
Yeah,
fine.
highlighting the documented and presented previous arrests.
Objection.
As well, I would like to highlight the conclusion statement used
You
by
cooked with your answers?
Lieutenant Eric Anderson.
Yeah, I answered
he-
smartly.
Oh, there's fucking statute of limitation. There is no fucking statute of limitation.
La
Wait,
la
over
la.
to-
Oh,
Over to
sorry.
you. Did you
no,
Sorry.
no, we don't have anything to
Yeah, we have
have anything, Joe?
we have one witness. Can we add him or nah? It's too late.
Who's your witness?
Chief Judge Aristoli.
I'm not going into that question, seeing as they tried to add veto. I'm not.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Not with
He
the justice.
mentioned my name.
Could I ask, Your Honor, for sake of understanding their reasoning for attempting to request Chief Justice? I mean, we give our reasoning for veto.
Oh, I was just gonna ask him. Wait, what'd you say?
I think we're fine. Why do we not have to? We don't want
The
to.
reason for the Chief Justice is based on my discussions that I'm going to have after this fact. I need him to be non-biased and non-conflicted in this case.
There's like yellow tape.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I've got no issues with that. What about Mr. Vance?
Mr. Vance cannot sit on this case due to his case tomorrow.
All right, no worries. Then we have nothing.
Trust, I am hearing everything you guys are saying, and I am understanding, and I am making notes on this one. Okay?
We got nothing, right?
So nothing further?
Yes, we just have closing.
Yep, closing statements, I guess.
Perfect. Then Railway Croc closing statements, please.
Could we have a 5-minute recess to prepare closing,
You
Your
can
Honor?
have 5 minutes.
You want me to do it?
Thank you.
I think that's cool for
I
all.
have a text that was prepared. I don't know if it's good.
Recess.
Send it. Let me read it.
Bang, bang, bang.
Sorry, dum dum.
Oh fuck me, bro. You're gonna read all this out?
Yeah. Haywood made it for me. Haywood was gonna be here, but now he's not here. So
You want me to read this out?
if you want, I don't even know if it's good.
But he's gonna know we fucking.
This is made by Haywood sent it to me. So
Let me
It's
read it and
AI
see if I
that's-
can.
I am mining wood.
I mean, fuck it.
Wood.
I mean, you want to read it or shall I?
I don't know. I'm reading it now,
Man.
trying to see if it's gonna fuck me or not.
Your Honor, the plaintiff is making a serious accusation here. An accusation alone does not
no.
prove a constitutional
everybody?
violation. To turn this into a Fourth Amendment claim, the plaintiff
Amazing,
must show more than a mistake, bad wording, or
Terrible,
incomplete reports.
amazing,
They must
and
show that the
shit.
officer knowingly made
Yeah.
false
Good.
statements or acted
Love
with
that
reckless
video.
disregard for the truth, and
Was
that
a
those
Minecraft from
statements
Steve.
were important the finding of the probable cause. Here, there is no proof that this officer intentionally lied. At
Hey,
most,
Sheila.
the record may show a mistake, confusion, or an after-the-fact disagreement about wording. But the Fourth Amendment does not punish every error in paperwork as if it were fraud. The question is whether the officer deliberately falsified material facts. If the plaintiff cannot prove that, then the foundation of this civil claims fails. Should I do it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's if we should. I don't know if it's gonna fuck us.
It sounds too like AI, innit? It sounds good. No, it sounds. If you're worried about it, if it would help us, it would help us.
I'm gonna be honest. I hate court.
Yeah, this shit is rubbish.
It's fucking ass.
You know what's even more rubbish is the fact that I literally had no involvement in any of this. All I was at the raid, and I took one picture. That was it. I didn't know about.
I put in a warrant request, and a judge approved it, and I've been here for 1.5 hours.
Yeah, we don't even know why, bro. Why did the judge approve it then?
No.
Fucking, I don't know. It's just fucking weirdos. I'm gonna be honest.
Good man.
Yeah.
Go cry to the judge yourself. Like, why the fuck am I here?
Yeah, they should go sue the judges, bro.
Yeah.
Go to why did you accept this kind of warrant? I had enough, brother. You got fucking executed. Suck a dick, bro.
No.
Because if we get in trouble, then the judge should get in trouble as well, right?
I don't know. Because they're trying to say that I'm willingly left out that he could have robbed guns. I don't care if he robbed guns. He had them on him. Tough luck.
I am missing my.
Okay, then we should say he could have wanted to be Rambo and started trying to fucking gun down 9 people.
9, but
he was trying to duel. How do I know that?
We're charging with the possession, you know?
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Exactly. This guy, man, this guy.
Put that in the clothes. Are you gonna do the clothing? Put that in the closing, like.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
Can we sit in here any more awkwardly?
Are both parties ready?
I trust you.
After you, Ray. After you. I'm down.
You want to do it?
Just go in there.
I can if you want.
I'm going up to speak.
Oh. Are you two ready?
What the hell, Bill?
I think so.
Okay, well, we try.
Are you two ready?
Yes, we are, bailiff.
Alright.
We're both ready.
No, he did. I saw him.
The judge's here. Pay respect.
I'm not dead.
Oh, Archie.
People can pay you respect when you're alive.
Oh, okay, perfect. Right, then we call back into order this case.
I feel like you should do it.
Closing statements.
I don't know what to say. I haven't been listening at all.
Me neither. Oh, I'll try, bro. Fuck, I'll wing it.
You ready, Your Honor?
I'm ready. Thank you
I
so
just
much.
want to go to bed.
Fantastic. Your Honor, today we have brought before these courts
Guilty.
a case of the police being apathetic at best, negligent at worst. A case where on the stand the assistant chief of the LSPD has stated to himself and to this court, he may have left out pertinent information on a raid request. But he did so because, well, if the judges wanted to check it, they would check it. Your Honor, as well, this whole thing stemmed from a raid warrant on a property. A property that the state has done no articulation to show a nexus of connection with, other than the fact that this individual had a PD service rifle in his possession one time after an alleged gang shootout. There is no pattern of behavior that has been established. And even looking at that, per the arrests of this individual, going back his entirety of being arrested, a pattern of behavior in connection to PD equipment does not exist. We wholeheartedly believe that the police have acted in bad faith in choosing to omit information that could have swayed the opinion of a judge in an effort to secure a raid warrant. And due to that, we are asking these courts for the violation of the Fourth Amendment right of Mr. Swales for $2.5 million, as well as punitive damages of $2.5 million. It's very clear to us today, Your Honor.
He's literally
reading
it as well.
Throughout today, they have shown the lack of preparation, the lack of care, the lack of decorum and respect for a courtroom. They have shown up today not ready to defend their actions, but to place blame on the DOJ. The police believed that their attempts to shield themselves with the Department of Justice in an effort to claim good faith would protect them. But unfortunately for them, the missteps of the PD here, the omission of information, the exclusion of things that are very relevant and pertinent, and the misrepresentation of timelines, arrests, and evidence in an effort to secure a raid warrant is in bad faith. We ask that these courts hold the police accountable. We ask that these courts make a conscious effort to push back against police overreach and make it to a point when the police go to make these steps in the future, that they look back on this moment as an opportunity to protect themselves from their own misactions, instead of blaming the Department of Justice for not holding them accountable or telling them no. In this state, the judges and justices treat a sworn, signed affidavit as full fact, that it has the full evidence and the information needed to appropriately weigh and judge a decision. The police have abused that trust, and through that have secured themselves a raid warrant that, had they been honest, had they communicated all of the facts appropriately, had they genuinely built the nexus that needed to exist to raid a property, would have been fine. But instead, Your Honor, they have failed to do so. Through the evidence and testimony presented today, and the lack of evidence and lack of testimony directly supporting the claims of the defense today, Your Honor, they have shown they couldn't be asked. So here we are asking these courts to hold the police accountable, and for the DOJ to take a firm stance against the police bastardizing and misusing the DOJ, and to restore the faith that the public have in our Department of Justice.
His possession 9/10 of the law.
Accountability held by the police. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you much, Mr. Riley. Crocodile Steve, any follow-up?
I'm cooked, Your Honor. I would, but I think I'm gonna fuck it, so I'm gonna remain silent.
Okay, please don't use that language in my courtroom again.
My apologies, Your Honor.
State, closing.
All right, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Hunter.
We got it.
Hello.
We had it signed, Your Honor. Therefore, we're innocent.
Your Honor, the plaintiff is making serious accusations. But an accusation alone does not prove a constitutional violation. To turn this into a Fourth Amendment claim, the plaintiffs must show more than a mistake, bad wording, or an incomplete report. They must show the officer knowingly made false statements or acted with reckless disregard for the truth, and that those statements were important to the finding of the probable cause. Here, sir, there is no proof that this officer intentionally lied. At most, the record may show a mistake, a little confusion, or an after-the-fact disagreement about wording. But the Fourth Amendment does not punish every error in paperwork as if it were fraud. The question is whether the officer deliberately falsified material facts. If the plaintiff cannot prove that, then the foundation of this civil claim fails.
He's just proved our entire case.
Unless
closing, right?
the plaintiff can prove this officer intentionally put false material information in the report, the officer should not be held personally liable. Additionally, the DOJ has the ability to determine what evidence can be used and what is out of the statute and what is not. If Anderson relied on the facts as he understood them at the time, wrote the report based on his observations, and had reason to believe probable cause existed, then this is not the kind of deliberate constitutional misconduct that justifies civil liability. The law draws a line between intentional fabrication and reasonable mistakes, and that line matters here. And at the end of the day, possessions is 9/10 of the law. And this brother, you know, they're throwing out around accusations left and right. They're talking about, oh, he could have robbed, did he rob? This is context, that is context. I could say this guy wanted to be Rambo. He wanted to be Terminator and try dual-wield pistol and try kill the whole fucking gang by himself. But we cannot prove this here, Your Honor. So, yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Seeing this closing's gone, I'm going to go deliberate, and then I will be back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah, we winning, brother. We winning,
Oh,
brother.
yeah, winning.
Still on
That
the
was
mic.
an AI ass response, bro.
Walk back here, AJ.
That was
Not
so
you.
AI.
Not you, Josh.
Girl, he searched up ChatGPT to
Are
write
you
that.
trying to
Yeah.
take Anderson's job? Is that
That
what's
was
going on here? 'Cause
AI.
Wait,
your
why?
closing- Your closing supported
This guy
us.
winning shit.
Why?
Thank you.
I'm farming wood.
Thank you, AJ.
You didn't
How did
throw
it?
right
You're
there. You
paid,
just-
AJ Hunter.
How did it support?
Yeah, I'm doing like 12
AJ looking
times.
big as
Bang,
hell.
bang,
No shit.
bang,
He's
bang,
paid.
bang.
He's
banged the gavel.
paid.
You said Haywood wrote that, right?
I love banging.
Talk to each
Yeah.
other.
I would just like to make a congratulations
No, we're good,
to
we're
Mr.
good.
Hunter. He's earned
That
himself
was-
3 new initials.
There is no way we don't win this.
He is
shit.
now AJ GPT Hunter.
Hold on. First of all, that was not GPT. That was Haywood, all right?
Well,
You're
same thing. Same
paid.
thing.
You're paid.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? No. Hold on.
Hold on.
No, I think the argument was sound, Mr. Hunter. Believe me.
AJ, hold on. Did you just admit you gave a closing from someone who's not even in court today?
No.
Yeah,
He
no,
can do
But
that.
he just said it. It was.
ChatGPT
Did
Promise.
Haywood just write
You know what's
write your
crazy? You know what's
closing from home?
crazy in this fucking problem with these DOJ and these guys?
What?
If
Yeah,
an officer
what's
does a good
crazy,
job,
AJ?
it's ChatGPT. If an officer does bad,
No,
you
no,
shouldn't
no.
be a sergeant.
Oh,
Fuck
tell-
all you
tell
guys,
what
bro.
you
Suck
feel,
my
AJ.
fucking nuts, man. If we do
Hey,
good,
wait,
it's
now,
someone
listen.
must have helped us. If we do bad, these guys are dog
If
shit.
you
They don't
listen
deserve to be
my
sergeants.
end comment there,
Yes, sir.
you would have understood
Why
why.
is he swearing in court, bro?
No,
I'm having
no,
a
you,
josh
sir.
with you, and what I will say to you is that was a bloody good closing argument.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
AJ, can I?
I had to say what I said, though.
Of course.
You're
Look at all these
paid.
saints, brother. Where's
You're
Jimmy Bartholomew? Did he show up
paid.
today?
Oh,
Hey,
really?
come on,
Oh.
Really? Really?
Sour topic, AJ.
Really?
He died, no?
really?
How did he got killed? That's what I got told.
He did. He did.
I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna stop y'all. He's asking for it.
He is.
did.
He is asking for it.
Man, if my boy Jimmy was here, bro, he would have held it down.
You're paid. You're paid.
I am paid by the state.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Listen, Taco's not here to protect you now, all right? Calm down.
We really don't give a fuck.
Makes sense, man. You
So,
see how
Robbie, if
she's
you could
running?
just
She's
turn
fucking
around and
fleeing.
let
Yeah.
her stab him, that'd be
Nerd.
great.
I'm not a cop. I don't give a shit what happens. The court's in recess.
Sorry, man. They let a whole house get raided,
Who
man.
got a knife? I'll do it. Who got a knife?
They were
what
trying
we're
to
doing
protect the raid. That's crazy.
Nah, Mari. Chill.
That's what I would say if I was gonna do it. Got y'all.
I think that's good for us. I think that's good for us.
But who gives a fuck, bro? Fuck these guys. Fuck this court, man. We active, brother. We up.
Where are the rest?
I think we did good, though, right?
Where
They
are
don't
you
respect the
guys?
court.
Seems like they don't respect the courts. The court's time.
They're used to a longer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Johnny
I got
sent
them
it to
back
me?
for you.
Bang, bang.
Johnny sent it to
Are you
me.
proud of me, sir?
Yep.
Right. Look, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, not because.
Oh, yeah, we won, brother. We won!
A ruling, but like
We
on
won!
the surface, this whole case seems like narrow, very straightforward. But look, I'm gonna recognize everything that was discussed and the broader issues that are being presented within here.
Nah, you ain't getting
And
2.5 million if it's
there's-
short.
There's potential consequences beyond this immediate case. And in order to fully comprehend and make a ruling that is just and fair for all parties with valid reasoning and full coercion behind it, I'm going to take 24 hours and I'm going to come back with a ruling. I'm going to ask that we make a time available today, like we push it for tomorrow. So if we can have both parties up here to discuss what time tomorrow everyone can be available, I will make my ruling
Girl,
in full.
we just stood here
at
for a
that point in
fucking
time.
hour for nothing.
I understand you may all say it's a cop-out. It really isn't. It is generally the underlying consequences and the underlying factors that are being brought up in this factor. I really do need to understand them, appreciate them, and make a ruling that is beneficial to everyone in this city. So,
Thank you, Your Honor.
all right. So if we can have both parties here, this case is continued until tomorrow, where I will make my ruling.
Your Honor, I have a question. This ruling tomorrow, how long will it be?
15 minutes at most.
All right.
It's generally going to be me coming here and saying what my ruling is. I just need to take everything that has been discussed, factored in, and all the evidence that has come in to make that ruling in full. Because I don't believe within 10-minute time, not to waste everyone's time, I can make a fair, just ruling that is taking into consideration the wider implications.
May I ask you a
What do
question,
you
Your
mean
Honor?
by what?
Yeah, certainly.
Would it be 24 hours because we need to schedule it again, or would
No.
you say that you have the ruling in less than 24 hours? And then you could just put it on the docket.
Like, it doesn't have to be like 24 hours from this minute. I just need a time where I can get all of you tomorrow, and then I will make my ruling at that time. If that time says 3 p.m. Eastern, which I'm hoping it doesn't for your sake, Mr. Crocodile Steve, then I will make it. But it will generally be 15
he's
minutes.
got one at 3 p.m.
Actually around right now.
Okay, and then it will be 15 minutes, and then you can be all on your way.
I have a court case tomorrow at the same time that we started this.
Yeah,
one.
no,
He's
that's
gonna
why
VOD
I
review?
need you all here so we can make a time that is present for all of you.
I am okay.
Okay.
What if you did like 6 hours, like 2
Is
hours or
5
something?
p.m. 5
Okay,
p.m.
you're
Eastern
not
good?
rushing me on yes. That is my ruling, but it will be done tomorrow.
Yeah, we all
5
respect
p.m.
that.
Eastern
of course,
tomorrow,
of course.
good for
Let me ask you this,
everybody?
Tom. Would you just need one person kind of from each side?
I only need
in
one
attendance?
person to hear it. I'll be honest. I don't need you all.
Did you post on the
can we
docket
do-
or as well?
Can we?
It will be posted on the
I will
docket,
be-
but I just need you all to
Yeah,
hear it as well.
Yeah, yeah,
If you
of
don't
course.
want to hear it and you all want it posted on the docket, that's fine. But I want to give you also the chance to either shout at me, question me, or
No, of
whatever
course,
you
of
guys
course.
do. So
What are you thinking, Ray?
Is 5 p.m. good for everybody? Pending.
What time is it in
the,
20 minutes?
5 p.m.
Well, yeah,
5
we'll do
p.m.
5 p.m.
all right.
Okay.
State, you happy with that? Anderson, I know that you're
Preferably earlier.
preferably earlier. What
Earlier
about
would have to be before
10 minutes
school.
ago?
That would be a lot earlier.
What about 10
for-
minutes
for
ago,
them.
Anderson? Would that be fine? It will be
It'll
10
be
minutes and then
an hour and a half after you normally start your day, Croc.
No, because I'm in
Well,
court.
Croc
It may
has a
take longer
case
than that.
tomorrow starting.
Are we
at
both in the same
3.
court case?
Really?
I have no idea. It's
Ray, you're
let me have a
yeah,
look.
it's Rocco D'Amico v. State.
I'm gonna just attach to that. I could be here, Your Honor, if Croc is
Okay.
stuck in
Yeah,
court for
it's
that.
going to be it's going to be 10 minutes. Generally, if you have any issues with my ruling following that, I am going to be available that whole evening if you so wish to have a discussion.
Let's
Sounds
talk
good.
about it then.
All right?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
if the clerk puts a time on there relative to similar times we have today, one way or the other, either myself or Croc or both of us will be in attendance.
Okay, perfect. Then Anderson, we will try and accommodate you as well, but we will also try and accommodate the wider parties here. Okay?
So if it's good for 3 p.m. for Ray and Anderson, same time.
No.
as started Today.
Well, I'd rather have
Earlier.
it 4 p.m. or 4:30
4
p.m.
p.m.
Eastern.
Or-
Just
okay,
because they do
4
have a
p.m.
court, and I don't want Ray to fully miss everything on that.
Oh
Okay.
no.
4 good.
Yeah,
Anderson?
that works.
Anderson, full work.
That 40 minutes ago.
Yep, 40 minutes ago.
Yes.
I won't make that, but will Ray make
I
it?
will try. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna make any
one of us will be.
promises.
Either our case will still be going, or it'll be over, Croc, and one of us can be here for it.
Where do we meet
Perfect.
here?
I'll get it scheduled.
Yes,
guys.
it will.
Alright.
It will probably be in the small room downstairs.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you, Your Honor.
North
Thank
Hall,
you, Your
floor
Honor.
first
Easy.
floor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I go.
All right, I gotta bang the gavel. Excuse you.
Yeah, we
Step
fucked,
away.
bro.
Walking down the road with you, and then fucking tinker and started driving